And welcome, race fans, to another fantastic broadcast here at LSRTV. John Mushton Jr. here in the booth tonight with me, Zach Taylor. Zach, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, John. How are you?
Doing good, man. So tonight we have a very interesting race. It's the Kaiju 200 at Motegi Twin Rings in Japan. So what do you think, man? You ready to get your Kaiju race on?
Absolutely cannot wait to get this race underway here in Japan.
Well, I've been watching practice. This is going to be a test for these guys. This car, as we've learned over the last few weeks since it came out, does not like bumps. The new car, the next-gen Cup car, it's got a flat bottom on it. You know, we've seen that through several wrecks in sim racing and on TV. And when the bottom of this car hits those bumps, it upsets the balance on the car. And in practice tonight, that's all I've seen is a bunch of guys trying to get themselves used to those bumps that are all over this track. So it's going to be an interesting night tonight. I'm telling you, I expect we're going to see a couple of them yellow rags flying.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very tough racetrack and a very difficult car. So definitely going to be a tough situation here. But hopefully we don't see too many yellow rags. Hopefully we see a bunch of green flag racing tonight and really good clean racing as we see Taylor Butcher Benjamin out there making his qualifying run.
Yeah, we've got a couple of cars on track right now. We got Hunter Thrower out there. Like you said, Benjamin's out there. And the key, I guess, to having a good qualifying lap is just not screwing up and spinning yourself out. As we see Butcher Benjamin right there in the one car. This track, when you look at it from overhead, looks a lot like Darlington. It's egg-shaped like Darlington is, whereas you've got a really wide 3 and 4 and a narrow 1 and 2 flip-flop like that. The difference, though, is this track is a lot wider than Darlington. Well, technically, I guess it's really not. But, you know, you don't drive the lowest part of Darlington here. You can drive it. But it's very flat in the turns. There's hardly any banking here at Motegi. So, you know, that's the part that these guys are having a time with is A, getting a lot of speed down in that corner, but maintain that speed over the bumps. And so we're going to keep our eye on that tonight for the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series Kaiju 200 here at Motegi. As we watch qualifying continue right now with Butcher Benjamin on top. Hunter Thrower, we got Stone, Causey, Lapita, and Pattingale are the 6 that have put down laps right now. And just like that, Causey jumps up to the top. We got Berger on track now, throwing his first lap down. As we watch right here with the, is that the 88 car?
It's 88 car, yes. That right there is that a Brucey Racing number 88.
And so I don't know what's wrong, but I'm really pixelated on my end. So if I mess these numbers up, make sure you catch me on time there.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's on your side, Mason. I'm looking at my my speed meter here. I'm having some internet connection issues. Of course, the second we decide to go live, I'm going to start having issues.
That's the gremlins here at LSRTV.
Somebody must have fed them after midnight.
After 10 o'clock?
I thought it was after midnight. You don't feed the gremlins. You don't feed the gremlins. Oh, you don't get the reference I'm even making, do you? How old are you again?
The Gremlins movie. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't feed them after midnight and you don't get them wet.
I thought it was 10 o'clock.
Maybe one of our viewers who might be tuned in to YouTube or Facebook can correct us on that. I don't know. I thought it was don't feed them after midnight. Dude, I've watched that movie when it was in the theater. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Thank you, Mason. Not sure if the audience can hear you. So back to qualifying right now. Causey still on top with a 37.045, which is an outstanding lap. He's got about 6/10 over Hunter Thrower there. Right now, Logan Hamilton's in third. Benjamin is falling back to fourth. Granat up to fifth right now. Gaccioni's put one down. Lapinto. We got some pretty good speeds going out here. Pretty tight field right now. Pattingale at the bottom of the list right now with 37.9. And something interesting that I did receive as far as a little race notes tonight, our points leader, Dingler, won't be making the show tonight. Some technical issues, I believe, on his end or something like that. But, you know, he's only got a 1-point lead. I wasn't going to say that, Mason. But anyway, he's got a 1-point lead over Rucci right now. But guess who else I don't see on the track right now? I don't see Rucci out there either. Oh. Right now, the first person we have the top 5 in points that's actually on track tonight is Jeremy Berger. So if Berger survives tonight, he could find himself taking over the points lead. Right now, he's only 4 points behind Ryan Dingler, as we are, I believe, 11 races into this thing. So it's been a pretty tight race for the championship so far, but the bonus points are the big thing. Dingler's got 11 of them. Matt Tarucci has 23 bonus points right now, whereas Jeremy Berger is sitting with a goose egg as far as that goes. The qualifying appears to be over. So we're going to give you a quick rundown on our top 10. As far as qualifying went, I'm sorry, the entire field. We always do the entire field, John. You know that. Guys, bear with me. I'm working on zero sleep right now, so I'm a little rugged. Here we go. Qualifying results are Joseph Causey with the pole. To his outside is going to be Hunter Thrower in second. Inside, row 2, Jeff Brogdon. Outside of him, Logan Hamilton. Starting P5, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. To his outside in P6, going to be Tyler Granat. Austin Gaccione in 7th. Mario Lapinta comes in 8th. And row number 5, Colin Stone inside to his outside in 10th. Jeremy Berger. What else you got there, Zach?
Yes, and on the inside of row 6, it's going to be Frank Flores, the third. P12 is going to be Berger Uphold. Row number 7 is going to be Sean Dill and Anthony Massotti inside outside. Robert Pattengale and Graham Peterson follows them up in row number 8. In row number 9 is going to be Ryan Dingler and Stefan Purcell.
No, Dingler is not going to be participating tonight.
Yeah, that's correct. My fault. But then behind them is Justin Wilson in P19.
So we're going to have basically an 18-car field for 200 laps. I'm sorry, not 200 laps. No, 134 laps. It's the Kaiju 200 is what I was thinking. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Kaiju is, it's basically a Japanese monster. It's a Japanese word for monster. I'm not sure what the actual word is. Let's go to my notes here. A Kaiju definition, you ready for this? Is a Japanese genre of films and television featuring giant monsters. So actually, it's a description of the film genre. I wasn't aware of that. I always called them just the monsters, you know. I've seen Pacific Rim, loved it. That's the only one I've seen so far. So technically, I'm guessing Godzilla could fall in that category, right?
I would put it in there.
Yeah. Okay. So Mason, are we going to do the Japanese? Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. So we're going to do the Japanese national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the lucky draw. And hey, why not throw a race in there too? And welcome back to the Twin Ring Motegi Kaiju 200 for the L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Cup Series. We finished qualifying. We finished our warm-up. We had that wonderful version of the Japanese anthem. And Mason, I do believe we had a lucky draw. Oh, wow. So if Causey wins tonight, he not only gets the winning bonus points and, you know, leading the lap and all that good stuff, he's going to get 3 extra points if he wins this race to go towards that championship, which could really help him out in the long run when we stop and think about it. So we're going to be going green here shortly. You know what? The only thing that I really know about the Motegi Twin Rings is that it was the race where Dale Earnhardt Jr. managed to piss his old man off so bad he threw a shoe at him after the race was over.
Yeah, that would have been what, 98, 99?
I think so, yeah. It was right after Junior took his second Busch Championship, I think.
Yeah, and John, you were alive for this. Do you remember who won that race?
Wasn't it It wasn't Hornaday. Gosh, was it? I don't remember now. No.
It was Mike Skinner.
It was Skinner. Yeah, that's what I was
the
trying
number
to think
31 Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing.
Yeah. Skinner went on to, I mean, he got his start, if you recall, in the truck series, the original Craftsman truck series, driving the number 3 Goodwrench for RCR. It was, I remember that very well. Had a great career in the truck series. I wouldn't call it a mediocre career in the Cup Series, but he didn't have quite the success in the Cup Series that he found in the Truck Series. But yeah, Mike Skinner won that race. That was back in the day when Junior and Senior both ran Coca-Cola schemes, but one was black and one was red. So it was pretty fun to watch.
So, John, I got another one for you here.
Oh, boy.
The track also held the NASCAR K&N Pro Series West in 1999, with which I think was their only, and still is their only race that was overseas. And Kevin Richards won that race.
No doubt. Pit roads, they're coming down pit road right now is because this gives them a chance to A, locate their pit stall as they come down pit road, and B, make sure that they're aware of a pit road speed as they come down pit road, get themselves familiar with it on their tachometer. That way they theoretically don't get speeding penalties and see these guys are kind of ducking into their pits, give themselves an idea of where their pit stall is. So it's not a bad idea, really, you know?
It's a really good idea.
So does that mean I get a prize for knowing that?
We get no more old jokes for the rest of the night.
Oh, gee. Thank you. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward. These lights are off of the pace car, and we are going to get ready to go green here shortly at Motegi Twin Wing. How do you say it the correct way?
Twin Ring Motegi.
Motegi, thank you. It's a fascinating layout.
It is very fascinating.
They got a pretty good road course too. The road course is huge, man. It's like 2.98 miles. Let's see, you've got a 2.11 mile configuration. You've got a little 0.86 mile configuration road course, which is real simple. But then you've got this big old oval that is 1.5 miles in length. Turns 1 and 2 significantly wider than 3 and 4. I've seen most of the issues tonight with the bumps coming off of 2. Going down the backstretch, we have a couple of guys that had a hard time getting through 3 and 4 as well. That's something we keep our eyes on. As the green flag is out, and Causey gets off to a handy little start right there. As we watch these guys try to work their way down through that first turn, going down the backstretch now. Causey out to a pretty decent lead.
It's Logan Hamilton in a battle right now with with Hunter Thrower and Jeff Brogdon there for second through fourth.
Now you see some guys swinging way outside. That's because the bumps tend to lessen out there on the high side. But the downside of that is you really don't get to carry quite as much momentum as you would think on the high side of these turns. And I'm surprised. I shouldn't say surprised. I'm happy to see that these guys have navigated the first 2 laps very gingerly, if you will. They haven't really crowded each other, haven't raced too hard. We'll see that later on. I mean, it's only lap 2 of 134. So really, these guys are just trying to get a feel for how the track feels right now. And as I say that, we see Hamilton making a charge for second place right there. And Thrower does a smart thing, really. He lets him go. It's just too early right now to be fighting. And as I say that, we got a 3-wide battle almost back here for third place between Thrower, Granat, and Brogdon. I'm sorry, 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm sorry, that's 4th place. And you see the 11 car down there, Brogdon, on the inside of the 81, trying to take 4th spot away. Looks like he's up. That's if he hangs around long enough, he'll take that spot away.
He did that with a little bit of ease there, John.
Yeah, he did. Again, I mean, if I'm these guys that's getting passed right now, I'm like, go ahead and go. You do you, I'm going to do me. I'm going to save my tires, if you will. Get to know this track. If we ride along now with a Pinto, you'll get a really good idea of how bumpy this track is right here, Zach. Watch as we go down the front stretch right here and into 1 and 2. You're going to see some really good bumps, really good, point of view of how bumpy this track really is right here. Look at that. I mean, boom, 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 right there. It's like a washboard, really bumpy on exit 2. And this is where we saw a lot of problems during practice, for these guys. It looks like they've done enough practice. They got a handle on it and already hit the chip and then shifting. Watch him. He's going to shift down again. right here going into the corner. And see, that's something we all forget about. These cars are 5-speed sequential shifters. So they'll shift that thing down to fourth to help them make that car turn a little bit better. And then as they go down the front stretch, they're going to hit the chip right about here and boom, pop that right back up into here. Or is he? He didn't even shift. Wow. LaPinta chipping that thing out, man. He forgot there's a fifth gear right there.
Colin Stone passes him there on the front stretch.
Yeah. Well, somebody remembered to shift. You know, and that's a danger with this car, dude. I cannot tell you how many times after this next gen car came out, I forgot to shift at places like Pocono of all places, and you know, Talladega. And I'm like, why is everybody leaving me behind here? Oh wait, fifth gear, right, yeah.
It'll make you lose a lot of spots in a hurry.
That and an engine eventually. I mean, yeah. when you bounce that thing off the chip enough, it's gonna go boom.
Absolutely.
Look at this move on the outside, the 43 of Stone on the outside now, trying to take that spot away from the 16 of Gaccione, last week's winner at Monza, of all places. So we went from Italy to Japan. We're going from pizza to sushi. I like sushi. You like sushi?
Sushi's not one of my favorites. Sushi is not one of my favorites.
Basically, a kaiju movie is about sushi on feet, right? It's just, I'm sorry, that was horrible. I know. All these out of work comedians in the world, and here I am cracking stupid jokes on a sim race.
Well, Colin Stone last lap ran a lap time just as fast as our leader Joseph Cossi. So
yeah, but Cossi stepped up. But look at this we got right now. We got Berger back here in 11th, kind of giving up spots. Now, Jeremy, he wants to finish this race. I'm going to tell you why. We talked about this pre-race. He'll take the points lead. If he just has a decent finish tonight, keeps himself clean, and does all the laps, he'll come out of this thing with a really decent finish and the points lead, which is good to have. Granted, you know, it's a long season, but they're just about the halfway point here. And he just wants to keep his nose clean right now. So here we are on lap 8 of 134. Let's give you a top 10 real quick. Cossy's leading this thing. Got Hamilton back there in second. Thrower is third. Brogdon in fourth. Gaccione, Stone sixth. Granat seventh. Flip into 8th. Mazzani up to 9th. And Deal up to 10th. That's your top 10 right now. We're going to take a quick commercial break real quick. Wet our whistles. As I like to say, when we come back, we'll watch these guys do circles, turning left again. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to LSRTV's production of the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series Kaiju 200. For the L-TAC guys, we're out here in Japan. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. That's about the extent of the Japanese I know, guys, right there.
Oh, Lord. That's awesome.
Hey, don't knock that 80s music, man. That's the only way I learned foreign languages back in the day.
80s music. Wasn't he born in the 50s?
Mates, I'm seriously going to mute this kid in a minute. We got a pretty good battle shaping up here. It looks like Thrower wants that second spot back. Right now, these guys are fighting for second, about 2 seconds behind Causey, our leader, who has really just got a handle on this track, it looks like, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. Joseph Causey is gone. Kind of like the ex-girlfriend. He ain't coming back this race.
Oh, my God. Oh my goodness, folks, excuse the young man. He's had a few concussions in his lifetime. Apparently bowling is a contact sport, didn't know that. Anyway, we got a great battle right here for second with Hamilton on the outside, Thrower down on the inside. Now remember earlier, Thrower had this spot and he let Hamilton go. I don't think Hamilton's got that in mind. As it looks like he's going to duck down, try to maybe make a crossover move here, Zach, as we come out of 4.
Yeah, the bumps right there out of 4 prohibits him from making that move without losing the race car. So
yeah,
he's going to kind of fall back a little bit. Hunter Thrower up to second now, 2.5 seconds behind Joseph Causey. He's pulled out another half second. And Causey's just driving away here.
Yes, he is. I'll tell you what, man, this is I'm really impressed with the fact these guys are putting together, going on our 15th lap of Green Flag Racing. We saw them all really having some issues in practice, just getting the hang of this track with the bumps. And the fact that this car does not like bumps at all. And they're doing a great job of it right now as we see the 49 car, Muzzati, making moves on the Pinta down there on the inside now. The Pinta's going to scoot up just a little bit, maybe get off the brakes, off the gas a little bit right there, let him get by, and possibly just make a run at him later on during the race. And that's for, that was for 9th and 8th right there. Top 10.
And now
we see Uphold coming at him now.
I was going to say, Uphold's going to say, you know what? Hey, if that guy did it, I want to do it too. I want a free spot here. So he's going to go to the inside. Down the backstretch here on the loud pedal. Should be shifting right about here as they dive down into turn 3 of this egg-shaped oval. 2.5 mile egg-shaped oval. He's going to get that spot.
I tell you what, when you're on this track, it does not feel like a 1.5 mile track. It feels bigger to me.
It looks almost...
It really does.
You know the track iRacing Super Speedway, the track that iRacing came up with?
Yeah.
It almost, watching it looks that long. Driving
it does. It feels that long. It really does, man. These straightaways are just so long, and then you got to get woed down to get to these turns. I imagine they're using quite a bit of brake just to get the car settled in the turn before they get off of it, kind of roll through the corner, and then get back on the gas right here. And, Thrower made that pass look easy, but he hasn't really put any distance between himself and Hamilton just yet. So these guys right here are about 2.5 seconds behind our leader. In the meantime, about 2 seconds behind them, you've got Brogdon and Gaccione back there in 4th and 5th. And it's kind of spread out right now. We see the 88 car way up front there of Joseph Causey, and he's got a lap car maybe about a turn ahead of him right now. He's going into 3 and 4 in the lap car, the 09 of Wilson. Justin Wilson is right there just in front of him. I'm not sure if Justin started out of the pits or what, but he is 29 seconds or 30 seconds now behind the leader as you watch the ticker down there on the left-hand side. In the meantime, the rest of the field's kind of all jumbled up back here behind the 11 car of 4th. I guess, from 5th all the way back to about 13th is all one pack right here going down through turns 1 and 2 now. Tell you what, this has been pretty impressive. I mean, dude, these guys are making it look easy, Zach, Yeah,
they certainly are making it look very, very easy. And John, you touched on the long straightaways here. Mental-wise, we talk about tracks such as Martinsville and Bristol being a very contact-related track. The good things about those two tracks, about the short tracks that we visit on the schedule, is that the straightaways are short, so you don't have a lot of time in between one corner to another corner to think about what you did wrong the corner before that. Here at Motegi, if you mess up one corner, you've got 20 seconds before you get to the next corner.
It sure feels like it, man. Yeah. Well, the thing is, the turns are so drastically different here too. I mean, if you have a mental lapse and forget what corner you're going into, it's really easy to overdrive one corner or perhaps underdrive the next corner. So that's another thing these guys got to keep in mind, because at Darlington's only a mile long, but it feels like it's a shorter track because there's so much speed there, and banking allows that. There's not a lot of banking here, so it just seems like forever when you exit turn 2 to get down into 3, or especially when you're in exit turn 4, because you're going much slower right there. It's a tighter turn, right? You're going all the way down that long straightaway. As we ride along Hamilton right here, watch this, going down into 3 and 4. Boy, he really kind of drove in there a little bit harder to the thrower did in that 83 right there. So as they come through 3 and 4 right here, they're going to exit off of 4. And watch how long. It just feels like forever, right? This feels like the Pocono front stretch. It really does.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the folks at home to better get a representation of what this track is like, imagine a track as long as Charlotte Motor Speedway that is shaped like Darlington with the banking of Martinsville.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what that banking feels like. It's a little more banked than Martinsville would be, but you're right. It's definitely flatter when you're doing such high speeds going down these corners right here. Wow, really nice, smooth through these corners these two are. And what's crazy is you see that car way up there ahead of them? That was the leader. That's how far ahead Causey is right now. He's got a 3-second lead on the rest of the field. And that just amazes me because these guys were really struggling during practice. But I think they've got a handle on it now as we see another move there by Muzzatti going by Gaccione. That's for 6th place right there. So Muzzatti just slowly picking his way forward, very methodically.
Yes, and he is picking his way through the field one by one. Motegi here also has a dirt track.
What? Wait,
yes,
what?
There's a dirt track here.
You lie.
No, there's a dirt track here, and they host modified and sprint car racing as well as standard saloon racing.
I did not know that, man. That's crazy.
So
Wow.
Motegi is quite an impressive resume of racing here, for anything from Formula 4 to NASCAR to dirt racing. So
I was completely unaware that they had a dirt track. That fascinates me immensely.
there
Like,
is.
why have we not run that on iRacing, man? You know?
Well, I would like to go find it. It's got a. Oh, we have spinner.
Oh, wow.
81 at Tiger 9. That's our first caution.
Uh-oh. We'll go back and see if we can get a replay on this.
A little bit of help.
Oh, yeah.
Slight.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Very slight.
But that's all it takes when we got bumps like this. But it looked like, yeah, that was Uphold, sorry, in the 92 right there. I don't think Granat knew he was down there until it was a little too late, or he probably would have taken it 3 wide. 3 wide's not going to work for this track. But, you know, he had designs to go around the 16 of Austin Gaccione, and as he made his move, so did Uphold to make the pass on him. So that's going to bring out our first caution. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of guys on pit road here in a couple of seconds.
I would expect that. That'd be a safe bet because we're 24 laps in,
And here we go.
The whole field's going to come down right here.
Now, it's going to be real important to get on and off pit road without any mistakes here for these guys, which is one of the reasons they drove down pit road earlier, was to gauge pit road speed and find their pit box. So we'll see if these guys can get in, get their work done, and get out without any mistakes.
Absolutely, and Joseph Causey leads them down pit road, and he had a 4-car length lead whenever they hit pit road. That's how far ahead he was on the racetrack.
Yeah, he had almost a 4-second lead on track. As we watch these pit stops underway right now, you'll see Causey down there. Oh, but look at this. I believe, wow, is that Hamilton coming out? I wonder how many tires Hamilton took. I'm betting he didn't take 4, nor did the 2-car of Berger.
Jeremy
That's
Berger.
interesting maneuvers right there, man.
Wow. Sub 8-second pit stop for both of those
Yep,
guys.
I'm thinking fuel only there.
That is how that would seem. And I don't know if that's a good call or not, because those bumps, you know, that wears down those tires more than usual. And the low banking, that's a lot of G-forces going on the tires in a very worn out racetrack. I don't know about not taking tires right there.
Yeah, you know what? I'm one of those guys that if I've been on track longer than 20 laps, I'm taking tires, period. I don't care if it's Bristol or Talladega. Well, no, that's not true. I don't take tires on super speedways at all, ever. Unless I go for a slide. If I slide, then yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm wondering if these two guys maybe in, preparation for a quick pit stop, if it had like a quick early caution, had unselected their tires and didn't put it back, because default is selected. I mean, what I mean by that, folks, is you can select whether to take tires or not in iRacing. And if you uncheck that, but forget to check it back, when you go into the pit, you're not getting tires. And I'm thinking that is possibly what happened with those two. We'll try and get some confirmation on that.
This could very possibly also be part of their strategy.
How?
There could be a fuel strategy here to where they may not have to make that one extra lap. Could stop from
I don't know, brother. Yeah.
So it's more of a gamble than anything.
Fuel window is 30 laps. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I would not have guessed that, to be honest with you. With all the shifting and downshifting, I would have put a little bit less. But hey, we're getting the word from the pits, from race control, that the fuel window is 30 laps. So that's going to be an interesting way to spend our evening, watching the fuel. So that's going to be, let's see, 114. I'm counting backwards. Give me a minute. Lap 114, then lap 94. No, sorry, 84. No, 104, 74, 44. So if they want to make it on 3 stops, it's 3 stops. Good Lord, I'm having a great Friday night. How about y'all? 3 stops from here. They could pit again at about 18, 17 laps and make it on 3 stops, I think, right? Is my math right? Help me out here, fellas.
I think that is correct. 30, 60, 90. So originally it would be a 4-stop race.
It would have been, yeah. So they would have been coming in soon anyway.
Yeah, it would have been very soon. Within the next 10 laps of green flag racing, it would have been. So, yeah, I think you're correct. 3 more stops.
Well, either way, they can go 30 laps from now. We're going to go back to green at about lap 28. Yeah, lap 28. So you figure lap 58, then lap 88, and then lap 118. So that's not too bad. Well, here we go. Down the backstretch, lights are off on the pace car. We got them stacked back up. Let's give them a top 10 real quick. You got Thrower, you got Causey, you got Brogdon, Musati, Stone, Gaccione, Berger, Uphold, Sean Deal, Peterson, and LaPinta are your top 10. Causey had himself almost a 4-second lead before that caution came out. We'll see if he can get that lead re-extended, shall we? Is that the word I'm looking for?
That would be the word you're looking for, re-extended.
He did it pretty good too. I mean, he, within 20 laps, he was out to about a 2.5 second lead there. So, we know he's got a handle on it. As the pace car ducks off, waiting for that green flag to wave. They're in the restart zone, and off we go. There goes Causey. Great start on the inside there. Look at him fan out back there as we get ready to dive down through turn 1 right here. And we're going to make it through unscathed, I do believe, as Musati is on the outside working for that 3rd spot right there. To his inside is the 11 of Brogdon down low. And he's going to duck back in. I thought he had ideas there to maybe duck all the way down and try to make the pass, as he does, going down to the inside of turns 3 and 4. Remember, this is a tighter radius right here, so they're going to be a little bit harder on the brakes, getting into it to get that car wound down just a little bit more, downshifting to help the turn. And that 11 car blinks out again, man. I tell you what, when these cars go into stealth mode, Zach, it could be a little unnerving if you're the guy right behind him.
Absolutely. You have no idea where that guy in front of you is, and you're just hoping and praying he doesn't end up on your hood whenever you come out of the corner.
As Gaccione makes the pass on Stone. I tell you what, Stone drove really hard into 1 and 2 that last time by and really washed up the track, which allowed Gaccione to make that move. And now Uphold down to the inside also of Stone in that 43 car right there. See if he can make this turn and make it work. In the meantime, up front, look at this. Where did Causey go? What happened? Oh, wow, Causey back to 3rd. We missed that. Wow.
Yeah.
He must have messed up somewhere. Oh, not just you, buddy. None of us were watching that.
I didn't.
Let me see. I'm going to rewind you right here a little bit, and it looks like coming off of turn 4 is what I'm looking at. Looks like he got loose. And maybe? No, it's sorry, turn 2 right there. I don't know. He came off of 2 a little bit slower than everybody else did and gave up a couple spots right there. And now Looks like he's got it back under power. So move thrower back up to second. Brogdon in third. Causey falling back to third now. Sorry, Brogdon second. Causey back to third. Mazzotti fourth. And maybe when we get word later on, we'll get a chance to chat with Mr. Causey, see what happened right there. I don't want to venture too much of it. It just looked to me like he came off power for some reason. Possibly a technical issue of some sort. Don't know, but we'll find out if we can. In the meantime, we've got some... Oh, we got a car on the wall. Who is that? He's down, spinning low. And he's going to take a car with him. I didn't see who the car was that he got in contact with, but we're under caution for the second time on lap 31.
And that's some serious damage to that race car.
Yeah, he's going to need some help here. As we watch the replay right here, you'll see him. He starts to wash up really high right there. Looks like he hit those bumps a little hard and just lost all grip. Starts to slide up. He's trying to catch the car now. He probably gets back in the gas right here when the car wasn't quite ready for him to get back in the gas. So you see him get loose, swing out. He's going to catch that wall. Hello, wall. And then after that, he's just going to come back down and, oh, my goodness. Right here is where you're saying several select curse words. Oh, look at that, man. Holy smokes. Look at Flores dirt tracking that car right there, man. Wow.
Frank, if you can, find us the real dirt track, too. If you get a chance.
So let's see. Hold on 1 second here. Yeah, I don't see him in here anywhere. I was hoping maybe Causey was in Discord somewhere we could just drop down and talk to him real quick, but I don't see him down there anywhere. So I would really like to know what happened to him coming off that turn earlier to make him drift down. Oh, who's this on pit road? Is that Brogdon, the 11 car? It sure is. Brogdon on pit road all by himself. Nope, never mind. I see several cars way back there in the back side. These guys, though, are back markers. Not really back markers. You're in the back part of the field, so they don't have anything to lose right here. What they're doing is they're short stopping on this fuel strategy, I do believe.
Well, 33. You take 30 laps each.
No, Purcell needs some repairs because, you know, he hit the wall a couple times. Flores is probably getting repairs because, you know, Purcell hit him.
He kind of went for a loop-de-loop. He went dancing and he didn't have a dancing partner.
Yeah, something like that. Well, we're going to take another quick commercial break. I'm going to see if I can't get a hold of our man, Causey. Maybe somebody can ask him what happened there in that turn. We'll be back in a few minutes here, folks, as we get ready to stack them back up and go back to green. Please stay tuned for the LSRTV production of L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Cup Series Kaiju 200. We shall return.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to the Twin Ring Motegi Kaiju 200 for the L-TAC Cup Series, the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series. We are fixing to go back to green as the guys come down through 3 and 4. Watch the pace car duck off right there as we get ready to restart this thing with Causey back up to second place because the 11 of Brogdon decided to go ahead and pit and take some fuel and tires. So here we go. Restart. Green flag is out. And Thrower gets a great restart there, as does Muzzatti, pushing Causey back to third spot as we go down through 1 and 2. And right now we're on board with, who are we on board with? Heimball. That was interesting. So, sorry. Oh, it's okay, man. It's okay, Mason. But in the meantime, we got a great battle heating up right here. We got Causey on the outside of Muzzatti in that 88 car down the inside of the 49 car, battling out for second. And that's exactly what they do. Oh my goodness. Muzzatti gets wicked loose right there. Manages to catch the car, but he's going to lose a ton of spots, falling all the way back to, it looks like, maybe 10th.
Yeah, 10th place is where Muzzatti comes out at.
Man, what a save, though. What a fantastic save, because we all know that once these cars step out, man, it's almost 100% guaranteed you're going to hit something. But he does not. He keeps that car going fairly straight and falls back in line here. He's going to lose a ton of spots, but that's okay. At least he's still in it. Absolutely. Am I right or am I right?
You are right. It's absolutely incredible that he was able to save that car.
Yes, it was. In the meantime, back up front now, we got a great battle for the lead shaping up right here. We got Causey all over the back bumper of the 83 car. And take a look down on the inside right here.
Ooh.
Hey, Mason, when you get a chance, hit the live button on your sim there. You're about maybe, there we go. Cool. All right. Yeah, this is a great battle for the lead. I tell you what, I don't know what happened to Causey before that last checkered flag, last caution flag, excuse me, but he seems to have gotten it worked out as he's really just giving Thrower all kinds of hell right now, trying to get that lead away from him, Zach.
Absolutely, and he is really applying the pressure here to Hunter Thrower, hoping Hunter Thrower will make a mistake. Excuse me there, as I learn how to speak the English language again. Joseph Causey down the backstretch here, following Hunter Thrower, using that slipstream here to Twin Ring Motegi Super Speedway layout.
Well, Causey's got to worry about is wearing those tires out too fast, you know? I mean, getting to Thrower is one thing. Getting around here is a completely different, getting around him is a completely different story. Boy, absolutely. Oh, we got a car. Wow.
What a thing.
I don't know what happened there. I think that was 11 car of Brogdon. Looked like he locked his brakes up, or maybe he was just trying to catch control of his car. Might have got loose. I'm not sure. There was a lot of smoke coming off the left side of that car about a half a lap ago.
Yes, there was. Major.
And look at this on the outside for the lead. Causey, I believe that was just Hunter Thrower moving over, letting him go right there, Zach.
Yeah, Hunter Thrower knew he didn't have a faster car there, and Joseph Causey had dominated this race earlier, and Hunter Thrower would probably be pretty happy with finishing second tonight, so just kind of go on, Causey. Let me go to school with you for a couple laps here. Let me see what your braking points are, what your throttle points are, and we can probably tango a little bit later.
Right now, these guys are a couple of seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. Gaccioni back there in third, Berger fourth, Peterson fifth, Uphold sixth, Butcher Benjamin seventh. Correction, now he's in eighth as the Pinta moves up to seventh. Muzzatti ninth after that long fall back, after almost looping that car around. And Stone brings out your top 10 right there. Look at this fight right here we got between the 13 of the Pinta and the 1 of Butcher Benjamin for seventh place. And just ahead of them, we got a pretty good battle for, looks like 5th spot. And the guy's got battling everywhere over here, like it's all of a sudden the last lap of the race.
And I think a lot of that has to do with they know that, hey, we may go green for a while now. So what's the best time to pass somebody, John? On the restart, whenever everybody's bunched up.
Yeah, when your tires are still relatively fresh, so the car will turn as much as you can get it to turn, as much as you want it to turn, versus later on in the run when those tires kind of worn down and got a little understeer going on there. We ride along with Muzzatti, trying to figure out where he wants to go to pass these two guys in front of him. He thinks he's got a faster car. He thinks he can get around them, so he's just trying to figure out how to best to do that without causing any issues, as he's going to fall in right here behind that 13 car of La Pinta, just in front of him. La Pinta is the Butcher Benjamin number 1.
And Butcher Benjamin has been on that outside for the last probably 10 laps ever since this restart. And now he finally gets to the bottom. As soon as I mentioned that, goes to the inside of the 92 here. And his ascent back through the field is going to be a long one.
I tell you what, man, we got guys duking it out all over the place, but mainly this pack right here, where we see these guys inside, outside, 3 wide now, going down through 1 and 2. And that's going to be Mazzotti moving through the middle right there, moving himself up to, or trying to maintain his 9th spot, I should say. And in the meantime, right up in front of him, you see Butcher Benjamin in that pale blue car right there. And you've got Gaccione, last week's winner at Monza. He's kind of hanging on right there to 6th spot. Just ahead of him is Uphold in the 92 car. Zach, I tell you what, these guys are cutting each other no slack at all.
Oh, yeah, absolutely none at all. And the 49 car, Anthony Mazzotti here, is continuing to go backwards. The 13 goes around him on the outside. Now Mazzotti fights back on the inside. They're going to battle down the back straightaway here. Mazzotti inside, 13 car outside. Mazzotti's going to have the upper hold there. 13 car back around and clear, not quite. Mazzotti, big dive. Wow, that was a big dive. 13 car a little bit loose on the outside.
That's a tighter radius of 3 and 4 right there.
Absolutely. Mazzotti, LaPenta, whole way down the front stretch here. Down here into turn 1 again. They've been battling for the last 2 or so laps.
Oh, who's that way on the outside there? Uphold the 92 car washes way up high.
He almost
He's going to lose 4 spots right there, maybe even a 5th spot. See how fast he can get back into the throttle here. But boy, he washed up really high right there. I was just trying to hang on to that car, make sure he didn't get into the wall. And now the 81 car looks like he kind of got into the turn a little hard himself right here in 3 and 4. Not the place to do that. That's a very tight turn right there. If you overdrive that turn, you could find yourself in trouble in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting who Uphold's battling back here. Logan Hamilton, who we saw in second earlier in this race, has not quite been able to make his way back through the field. He's been mired back there in 8th place. Hamilton's going to look to the outside now of the 49. Oh, it gets a little loose. May got in the wall right there as Anthony Mazzotti kind of didn't really cut him any brakes. John.
Riding on board with Hamilton now as he's down on the inside of Uphold, who we saw get loose and wash up earlier. Now he's on the inside of Mazzotti. So move Uphold up 1 spot as he finally clears. Sorry, Hamilton, excuse me. He clears the 16 there. Gaccione falls in right here behind Uphold in 92. Meantime, behind him, we've got a pretty good fight between Stone and Gaccione. Stone down there on the inside in that 43 car, Zach, looking strong for that spot.
Yeah, Colin Stone on the inside of the 16 car here, Gaccione. He is looking very strong. As Logan Hamilton goes to the inside of Uphold. Hamilton's going to get that spot. Colin Stone, can he get the number 16 of Gaccione? Hamilton not quite clear. Gaccione gets that spot from the 16 though.
I see a 3 wide happening back there. Oh. Thought we figured this out, fellas. 3 wide doesn't work too well as they sort it out right there. Gaccione kind of sailed that thing in there a little wide. I thought these 2 cars, the 81 of Grenat and Sean Deal back there in the 44, were going to try and make that 4 wide. They thought better of it, but man, I tell you what, they thought about it for a second there. And here we go. Here's Brogdon trying to make his way back up to the front after pitting out of 2nd place.
Absolutely, Brogdon really driving hard right now. He's made his way back up to P14.
Working lap 49, coming to lap 50 next time by. And it's still the same out front as Joseph Causey in that 88 car with about a 1 second lead over Hunter Thrower in the 83 car. And 3.5 seconds almost back to Berger in the 2 car. So we got them pretty spread out up front. But from 3rd on back, it's a pretty tight race. We got Berger, you got Butcher Benjamin, Peterson, Mazzotti, LaPenta, Uphold, Hamilton, Stone in 10th, Gaccione 11th, Grenat 12th, Sean Deal back there in 13th, Brogdon in 14th. Those guys are all together in one big pack, and we've been watching them for several laps now, Zach, duke it out with each other, just trading spots back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't look now, but here comes Taylor Butcher Benjamin. he always finds a way to make himself known in these races and always is a contender there at the end. Same with Anthony Massotti, same with Logan Hamilton usually. So our front runners on any given week is slowly making their way back to their respective running spots that we're used to seeing them in. Tight racing back there between that look like Logan Hamilton and Colin Stone. Colin Stone has got a rocket ship tonight.
Yes, he does. And folks, if you like what you're watching at home and you want to get in on the Cup Series action, L-TAC is currently recruiting for a Wednesday night truck series. Sessions are at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on a weekly basis. They're currently a 25-week schedule that will run alongside the Cup Series. Perform well in the trucks, and you could get invited to race in the Friday Night Cup Series. To sign up, go to the L-TAC Racing League Truck Series page on iRacing or talk to Nolan J. Rimple. And I tell you what, that's oh, look at how loose Berger got right there. I don't know if you guys are watching Berger on your screens, but I was watching him on mine, and he had a heck of a wiggle coming off of turn 4 right there, which is going to let the 49 car Massotti down on the inside of him, fighting for that. Look at his hands in there. I don't know if you got a shot, Mason, that you can get the hands of these drivers. There you go, Berger. Look at him working that wheel, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. He is working overtime on a Friday night here in the L-TAC Cup Series, and his arms are going to feel like jello by the end of the race. He is really working hard. And the more that he slides that back in, it got really close to Anthony Massotti there. The more he slides that back in, the harder it is to counteract that.
Yeah,
because it's getting hotter and hotter.
Absolutely. And now look at this. He's got pressure from behind from Peterson down there in that 52 car. And I tell you what, man, watching him steer that car just now, I mean, that really tells you how upset the balance is on these cars when they run over those bumps on exit of these turns. As right now, he's got his hands full, absolutely full of Peterson back there in the 52 car.
Absolutely, and we should be seeing green flag pit stops here in the next 10 laps. We're working lap 53. These guys were last on pit road, I believe it was lap 28. Well, 28 whenever we took the green flag.
Yeah, we should be seeing some green flag pit stops from the top 15 at least, or 13, excuse me.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to be very interesting.
This will be our, if this goes, and I'm going to knock on wood, if this goes green for about 2 or 3 more laps, folks, we'll see our first set of green flag pit stops. And remember, you lose any kind of time on pit road under green, it's going to cost you a lot of spots on track. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for the first taker of green flag pit stops as we get ready for that coming up here shortly.
Jeremy Berger seems to have got his handling issues partially figured out. He doesn't look like he's Jonathan Davenport on Eldora anymore.
Okay, well, riding right now with Anthony Massotti looking back on that 2-car Berger. You're right. It looks like, well, looking at the nose is just a little bit free right there on exit. Coming off at 2 right there. Sorry, 3. Yeah, 2. Yeah. I'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, John, he's the GPS machine out here telling him what turn we're in.
Well, he had that little circle. Oh, look at that. Wow, that car really tried to step out right there. And that's what I was talking about earlier, Zach. That's such a narrow radius turn between 3 and 4 right there that you're putting a lot of wheel into that car trying to maintain speed to get that thing to turn left right there. And we've seen some guys hit the bumps on exit and just totally lose the car. But so far, it's been a pretty good, clean race so far.
Knock on wood there as we work lap 56 here, coming to complete 56, going on 57 here at Twin Ring Motegi.
33 laps now on fuel for a lot of these guys. Our leader up front, Joseph Causey, right now with a 2.5-second lead over Hunter Thrower. Oh, we got somebody a little out of shape right there. Who was that?
Logan Hamilton in the number 12 car.
Oh, I love this overlay, Mason. So on the right-hand side for that Causey, that blue means how many laps he's been out so far? Nice. That's pretty nice, man.
It's very nice. And what does it mean? What's the blue and yellow color codes mean there?
He just said that.
Well, I'm talking about like the Taylor Butcher Benjamin, it has his second stint as his first stint. Okay.
And then over on the far right is how many spots they lost or gained, correct? That's pretty cool. I like that little overlay right there. Well, there you go, folks. There's your pit stop strategy tint length overlay. That's a mouthful right there. We'll just call it the pit overlay. How's that sound?
Absolutely. Let's call it the John's Book of Knowledge.
It's not my book of knowledge. That's Mason Heimbaugh, our producer down there in the trailer right now.
Mason's Book of Knowledge.
That's his book of knowledge. Wow, look at this. 3 different lines right here coming through this turn. You got Brogdon, you got LaPinta, and then you've got last week's winner, Gaccioni. I have Stone, excuse me, up there in a 43 car. That was 3 very interesting, different lines through that set of turns right there, going through 3 and 4.
Absolutely different lines. You had somebody on the bottom, one man in the middle. Oh, you had a middle man and a bottom man.
Hey, somebody needs to ask Rimple when the last, what his mathematics came from. This 30-lap limit, or 30-lap window, man. We're well past lap 35 now. Working lap 36 on this fuel run, and these guys don't appear to be slowing down any.
We have came to the conclusion that the race director will not be taking part in any crew chiefing anytime soon.
Hey, Nolan, that's not me. That's just the young guy there.
Young guy.
I got faith in you.
It is the guy that doesn't need a cane to walk.
I'll tell you what, look at this fight on the outside here. The 81 of Granat trying to take that spot away from Peterson on the outside, and he does it the hard way, outside there of 1 and 2. And that was a very impressive pass for that 81 car, especially this far on a set of tires. I mean, outside of probably the, one of the longest, fastest turns on the track, man. That was impressive.
Very impressive, and not much banking difference up there, so it's not like he had a huge run off the banking.
He just how they call it, he just made it work. Made it work.
Possible tires? Possible tire saving?
Maybe. So Purcell and Pattengale are now a lap down. I'm not sure if that's because they pitted. Nope, they didn't pit. Huh. Nobody has taken the pit road yet, and we're working lap 62 now. Last time the top, here we go. We finally got a taker. Colin Stone there, coming down pit road in that 43 car. He'll be one of the first of our leaders down on the pit road for the schedule. Oh, wow, look at the damage on the right side of this car. When did that happen?
That's what I was getting ready to say. We have missed Colin Stone hitting the wall. It looks like somebody poured some stone on the right side of his car.
Oh, come on, Zach. Come on, man. That was horrible. Oh, look at that. Wow, look how squirrely Berger got right there on exit of corner. That was to exit of 4. Once again, that's that really tight radius turn right there. Just, you got so much wheel in that car right there. When you hit those bumps, it just really wants to step out. He saved it, though, once again. That's not the first time we've seen him get a little out of shape on exit of corner and managed to save it. I tell you what, Thrower is 2.5 seconds behind Causey. Butcher Benjamin in third is almost 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds behind Thrower. So it's like the 2 guys here. Oh, Thrower's on pit road. So here we go. We see lap 64, so 40 laps. 40 laps on fuel is what we're thinking now. That's going to make a big change in pit strategy if you think about it. These guys only have to make one more stop now.
Yeah, you go from a 4-stop race to a 3-stop race with that 10 lap difference.
So we should be seeing our leader duck in here pretty soon. I wonder if anybody's going to press this thing all the way to the point where they run out of gas. Yep, Causey's coming in pit road now as he gets it woed down onto the apron, trying to get it slowed down to pit road speed.
Hunter Thrower stopping 1 lap early may cycle him to the race lead right here.
We're going to find out here shortly, but of course he was pretty far back though. Let's see, Causey's on pit road, Hamilton, Peterson, Berger was on pit road. So our green flag pit stops are now taking place as we watch this cycle through. See who gets on and gets off without any mistakes at all. Right now, Butcher Benjamin in the lead. He has not cycled. He has not done his green flag pit stop yet. Behind him is Mazdati. So these guys look like they're coming in now. Here comes the 1 car. Here comes the 49 car. Both those guys on pit road. As Uphold goes by and takes over the lead now. We got all kinds of guys coming on pit road now. Sean Dill, Tyler Granat. We got Hamilton, Peterson on pit road. They're coming out now. So move Uphold to the lead. He's going to have to pit pretty soon, too. Last time he was on pit road was lap 24. We're working lap 66 right here. Behind him, you've got Jeff Brogdon in the 33. I'm sorry, in the 11 car. Last time he was on pit road was lap 33, so he can go a little bit longer here. Probably another 11 laps or so.
I'd say that he's probably going to go to halfway right here.
Oh, here we go. Uphold slowing it down, getting it woed down, get onto the apron right here, get down to pit road speed. He's going to bring it on pit road. Austin Gaccioni right behind him. Muzzatti, Sean Dill, Tyler Gannott still on pit road, or coming off now, I should say. So that's going to put Brogdon up front with Flores behind him. And once those two guys pit, it's going to put Causey back in the lead. Oh, we just got word that Sean Dill got a speeding penalty. That's going to hurt on our green flag pit stop. That's a 40-second penalty when you get caught speeding on the green flag pit stop. He's going to have to come in, serve that penalty under green, as we're 3 wide now. What these guys don't want to see is a caution. Not until this thing, finishes cycling through these pit stops. Brogdon's still out there. Again, he came in last time, Zach, on lap 33. Flores was lap 32. So these guys can go a pretty substantial amount longer. But they're giving up a lot of time on track, as you see these guys getting just passed so easily right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Brogdon's going to stretch this as far as he can, hoping for a yellow. If he can get one, that would be huge.
It would be. He'd still lose the position, though.
He would lose the position, but he'd have 11 lap fresher tires than everybody else.
Yeah, that's true too. And it would be the last pit stop. Well, no, it wouldn't. As now we see Flores and Brogdon both coming down pit road. Excuse me, no, I take that back. It's just Flores down pit road. So he's going to come in and get his pit stop over. Well, right now, it looks like... I'm not sure what's going on with timing, but... Where'd Brogdon go?
Brogdon it says he's still leading.
Okay.
In my live timing says he's still leading. But I thought Brogdon was on pit road.
Well, no,
it says that Brogdon is still running laps because it has.
Yep, there he is. Okay. Yeah, he can go about 3 more laps. But he is giving up some serious time to guys on track right now. That's what was okay. That's why I lost him. See, I was watching him inside the server, and all of a sudden he disappeared when I went back to look. Oh, here he comes down pit road now. So 25-second lead for Brogdon over Causey right now. Now what this means is he can get in and out with a really good pit stop. He might not lose too many spots because this is a huge track, 1.5 miles, and these guys are right now 25 seconds behind him according to timing.
A pit stop takes about 13 seconds. He should come out right around 5th or 6th.
5th or 6th, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Which isn't too bad, and like you said, he's going to have fresher tires.
Yeah, I like the strategy Brogdon has. I don't know how it's going to work at the end of the race.
Yeah, we'll see how. So we're going to see how it looks towards the end of the race here. We're past halfway, by the way. We're in the back half of the race now. Lap 71 of 134, Zach. And tell you what, now that green flag pit stops have cycled all the way out, and Brogdon is back on track. Looks like he came out 9th at the moment.
Yeah.
Back to 10th, 11th now. He's still coming off pit road here. We're going to step away, take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will bring you the rest of this race to you, to the end of the race. The checkered flag, hopefully, the first one, not the green-white checkered deal. I'm not in the mood for GWCs tonight, Zach. Anyway, we're going to step away, take a real fast commercial break. And when we come back, we'll give you guys the rest of this race. Please stay tuned to LSRTV's production of the Kaiju 200 here for the L-TAC series. We'll be right back, folks.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork, or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about sound art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to the LSRTV production of L-TAC's Tucson Sound Art Cup Series. It's the Kaiju 200 from Twin Wings Motegi in Japan. I have finished eating my sushi. Zach, did you finish your egg roll?
I don't like my egg roll. I want you to take it back and complain that they cooked it wrong.
Oh, you didn't like the squid being raw? Is that what it was?
I don't like anything raw, especially my fish.
Well, folks, we're back. All seriousness, we got a great race here. We had a couple really fast cautions back to back, and it's been clean and green since then. We have just finished up green flag pit stops, which puts Causey still back out front with now almost a 4-second lead over Hunter Thrower. And Thrower's got a 5-second lead over Butcher Benjamin back there in third, who has a 2-second lead over Mazzai. So that really stretched things out. Well, here we have a battle on track, though, between the 81 car of Tyler Granat, and it looks like Brogdon trying to get that spot away from him. Doesn't quite clear him yet, as we see Granat fighting back on the outside here, Zach, trying to make that power move going down to 3 and 4.
Absolutely, and he's going to get that move complete. Very nice job there by Brogdon.
Look at this run off a 3 from Granat.
Not quite going to get it there, Brogdon. I think he may have checked up a little bit on corner extra, afraid of that wall, which I can't blame you. Of being scared of the wall. Wall hurts.
This is a great shot right here. This roof cam of Tyler Granat going down through 1 and 2. Look at these bumps right here. There's like a little washboard right there. Oh, he's way out of shape right there. Great save by Granat right there. It's going to cost him some time, though. He's definitely going to give that spot up to Brogdon now, but hey, he saved the car. Now, this is all happening 18 seconds behind our leader. In the meantime, up here, we got Uphold battling with Gaccione for 8th and 9th. Peterson right back there in 10th, just kind of watching these two go at it. Now, I'm not sure if Uphold has it and Gaccione wants it, or if Gaccione had it and Uphold took it. It looks to me like Uphold took it. Because he's down stepping away from these guys. He's moving on out. Well, I tell you what, Causey has got this race wrapped up, man. He's just been out there in the lead for most of the race, except for that little hiccup he had way back in the first quarter of the race there, Zach, but he's really been on point since then.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's just going to navigate pit road possibly one more time, as that was very tight there in between the 16 and was that Uphold?
That was Gaccione. He drove it really, really hard in the 3 and 4 right there.
Gaccione and Uphold or Brogdon?
That was Uphold, yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very tight there.
That almost looked to me like he did what I talked about way early in this race, is you can't forget what corner you're going into. You can drive into 1 a little bit harder than you can into 3, because 1 and 2 are so much wider as far as the radius of the turns go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and you get down here to 3 and 4, and they're a lot tighter. It's just like Darlington. Darlington, 1 and 2 have a bigger radius than 3 and 4 do. And I think it just looked to me like maybe he forgot what end of the track he was on right there, because he really drove it hard into 3 that last time. But he's got it straightened out now, and he didn't lose too much time there to Uphold.
If it works, right?
Yeah, man. Well, as long as you come out the other end with the straight fenders, that's really all that matters.
That's for sure.
But you did mention pit stops, and you're right. These guys all do have to make one more pit stop.
And you can win or lose a race on pit road.
Absolutely.
You most certainly can lose one very quickly on pit road in a matter of 40 seconds, in fact.
Yep, we have gone about halfway through this pit road, sorry, the stint, if you will. We're at lap 81 now, working lap 81, heading to lap 82. These guys, for the most part, last pitted somewhere between 63 and 70. Jeff Brodin is that 70 lapper. He's the only guy that made it out, stay out that long last time by. There's our little pit stop strategy. Stint length ticker again, and we got some guys that did gain some spots there. Muzzatti, it's like he gained 10 spots on pit road. That's fantastic.
It is quite fantastic.
I love how that thing tells you how many laps it's been since their last pit stop. That's pretty cool. Where did you find that at, Mason? That's pretty cool. I like that. Well, I hope Cody's paying attention, because Cody, we love you.
We love you, Cody, and we love you, Jeff.
Hey, it looks like Flores is parked it. I never even noticed that, but Flores has finally parked it and called it a night. So we started this race with 18 cars. We still have 13 cars in the lead lap. One car has exited early. That would be the 23 car of Flores. Not sure what happened there. Probably some damage from earlier. We saw him involved in an accident earlier. So Frank, oh, wow, way out of shape there was LaPinta in the 13 car. I mean, wicked out of shape. Man, he saved it, though. That was really impressive, but that's going to put him in the clutches of Gaccioni in that 16 car now, Zach.
What a save there. Absolutely amazing save. We work lap 83, and Gaccioni looking to the inside, battling the number 13 of Mario LaPinta. Down here into, what is it, 3 and 4, I believe it is?
Yeah, that's 3 and 4. It's a tight turn.
Very tight. Martinsville kind of tight. Well, maybe not that.
Yeah, feels like it, though. When you get down to that corner at 160 miles an hour, it definitely feels Martinsville tight. But I tell you what, LaPinta was really lucky right there not to wad that car up as loose as he was, but that does give the 16 the chance to get up to him and pass him right there. Now, another thing, Zach, I've noticed with this car, this next-gen car, and the tire model is when you slide like that and you heat that tire up, it takes oh, we have a caution on track. Oh, looks like Justin Wilson, who's already a couple laps down, has some issues back there. See if we can't find ourselves a replay on what happened here. Boy, he's got some extensive damage there, Zach.
Yeah, and this is just our third yellow.
Oh, it's right in front of the second place driver of Hunter Thrower. Oh, wow. He just, oh, wow. My goodness. That's getting really behind on your steering. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to catch that slide, and all of a sudden it hooked dead right on him. As we right on board now with Justin Wilson. And look, you see him trying to catch the car, catching it over, corrects it right here. And hello, Wall. How you doing? How you doing?
New York.
Wall's doing better than him right now. Yeah.
New York accent from John. John, I didn't know you were born in New Yorker.
Wasn't born in New York. I just like to mimic accents I hear on TV.
Oh, give us your best Terminator whenever you get a chance.
It's not a tumor. These guys in these cars here, they drive very fast going down to the turns, and they turn left. It's very interesting. I like it a lot. This is Arnold. I'm here to call this race for L-TAC for you. It's not a tumor. It's a race car. So we should probably not do that. I'm sure I'm going to hear something from somebody over that.
Well, that one's gonna bring a couple eyeballs out. Nah.
Oh, hey, look at this. We got pit stops. Lap 86. Now, this will be cutting it really close for these guys. Zach, coming down pit road right now on lap 86 with a little under 50 laps to go in this race. We know that they can go at least 40 laps on fuel. We're going to find out how this works out for them. Now, they're going to come down pit road. They're going to take 4 tires, I'm sure, fill the tanks up. But I wonder how many of these guys are going to duck back down with the one to go.
Or will they duck back down?
And apparently there is a ghost car inside the pit stall of Causey there. Oh, okay. I got you.
That's the LSRTV.
Well, I hope that Nolan's paying attention right here. Nolan was not certain his boys could do a good race tonight here at Motegi, Zach. I don't know if you were in there with the discussion, but he was really concerned about the fact that this track is so bumpy, and this car hates bumps, as we all know. But I got to give it to the boys at L-TAC. We're at lap 87, well past halfway. We're in the back quarter, as they say, of this race. Only 3 cautions. I'm very impressed with that.
Very impressive indeed, and that's showing why you should be a part of this Tucson Sound Art production.
Go ahead, Zach. Finish out your thought. Use your words. Use your words. Go ahead. You
too could be a part of it.
You don't know what you're going to say next, do you?
I really don't. You got me.
Okay, so I think what my young friend Zach is trying to say, folks, is if you guys are watching at home and you want to get in on the Cup Series action, you like what you're seeing here, L-TAC is currently recruiting for a Wednesday night truck series. Sessions are at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on a weekly basis. They are currently running a 25-week schedule that will run alongside the Cup Series. Perform well enough in the trucks, and you could get invited to race in the Friday Night Cup Series. To sign up, go to the L-TAC Racing League Truck Series page on iRacing or talk to Nolan J. Ripple. Now, that being said, if you like what you're seeing on screen, folks, and you think you might want to try out sim racing, let's say you've never done it before. This is not a video game. This is a simulator. I highly recommend you go to iRacing.com and check it out. See what they've got to offer. We got Cup cars that you're watching on screen right now. We got trucks, Xfinity. We've got sports cars. We've got open wheel. We've got dirt. We've got Indy. We've got Formula. You think of a car that you want to drive, and chances are iRacing's probably got it. They've got dirt rally. They've got stadium trucks. So pass by iRacing.com. Check it out. But keep one thing in mind. This ain't a video game, folks. This is a simulator. And it's the real deal. It's something I've been doing for a close on, let's see. This is 2022. I started in 96, so I've been doing this a while. iRacing's been around since 2008. Before that, it was a group of guys called Papyrus. You remember those days, I guess, Zach? Probably not. Never mind.
I do remember those days.
Okay, I wasn't sure how old you were, but yeah. And, you know, they started this way back when, and I think it was in 94 when their first NASCAR racing game came out. And then it was NASCAR Racing 2, and then, you know, so on and so forth. And they stopped their simulator production back in 2003 with NASCAR Racing Season 2003. Forward a couple of years, Dave Kamer, the founder of iRacing, also the founder of Papyrus, came out with First Racing, and which became iRacing. And I tell you what, it's been awesome, man. Very realistic. And folks, like I said, if you want to check this out, iRacing.com is the place to go do it. As the green flag's about to wave again as the cars are stacked up 2 by 2. And I find it interesting that Uphold stayed out. That's very interesting to me. You know, he stayed out. Last time he pitted was on lap 66. So he's got 20 lap older tires than everybody else, and he's leading this thing, Zach. So this could get a little hairy on this restart.
It could most certainly. And this restart should be very interesting indeed.
I see some cloud cover coming over the track also. That's going to help cool this track off, which might play in his favor just a little bit. But still, 20 laps of tires on Motegi is it's going to be interesting to watch. As the pace car comes out of 4 right now, we expect him to take that hard left down onto pit road shortly. As he does it right there, the drivers enter the restart zone. We'll see what kind of restart Uphold can get right here as the green flag is out. And off we go. And hey, no spun tires there. He's going to jump to the outside, maybe try and cut off Causey before Causey gets to the outside himself. And he's going to try and, you know, take that line away from him, Zach, as we go down through 1 and 2. Causey on the outside, not going to be able to power through that turn just yet. As we exit 2 right here, it's going to be Uphold, Causey, Peterson, Thor, Butcher, Benjamin, your top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. We boot scoot down the back straightaway. As we look on battle here, it's going to be Taylor Butcher Benjamin and Logan Hamilton on screen here. Taylor Butcher Benjamin inside, Logan Hamilton outside. Jeremy Berger looking to take it 3 wide with Anthony Mascotti now. They back out. Berger knows that he just needs to finish to be able to get the points lead here, so he doesn't go 3 wide. He stays on the outside of Anthony Mascotti. That single files everything out. Anthony Mascotti inside of Jeremy Berger. He's going to get that spot. Hunter
In the meantime, can we get back up to the fight for the lead real quick? Sorry, Zach, don't want to cut you off, but Uphold and Causey are just duking it out. Oh, we got a car out of shape in the back.
Is that Butcher
Not
Benjamin?
sure who that was. Yes, it was. The one car, Butcher Benjamin, loses control. Might have had a little minor contact with the inside wall, but keeps it going. In the meantime, back up front, Causey has gotten around Uphold for that lead. Move Uphold back to second now. Causey back out front. Oh, Muzzatti down there on the inside in the 49 car, way out of shape. Behind him, the 13 of Pinta. Wow, these guys are just wiggling and giggling all over the track, but they haven't wrecked yet there, Zach.
No, they have not. And Joseph Causey back to the race lead. If you are the rest of the field, that is not what you want to see.
No, not at all. And like I said, I knew it was just a matter of time before he got around Uphold. I just didn't know if it was going to be through contact, because Uphold was fighting so hard to keep that spot, as now he's going to lose second spot to Hunter Thrower in that 83 car. And I mean, that was a brave call, I think, by Uphold to stay out right there. I mean, he knows everybody's got to come in one more time, possibly. And you know, it's gonna remain to be seen, because it's gonna be 50 laps, or I'm sorry, about 48 laps from the time that these guys all pitted until we finish this race. So it'll be interesting to see who can make it. Somebody went along. Who was it that went so far? Was that Brogdon that stayed out that one long stint? You remember? Did like 70.
I'm not positive. The long stint's
41 laps, 42 laps. Yeah. Okay.
So we should be good to the end.
No.
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 That's incorrectly. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Wow, look at Gaccioni dirt tracking through that corner, man. That was so impressive right there.
Yes.
See, that's what I was talking about. He heated those tires up so much for that slide through that turn that on exit, his tires were very slick and very greasy. I'm amazed that he saved that car right there. Do we have a replay of that by any chance, Mason? I'd like to see the handwork from inside the car. That's Sean Deal right there. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Oh, he's trying to catch it right there. That's as he exited. So we're going to back it up just a little bit right here. So here we are going through, right here, boy. He is just so, I mean, sideways. Look at that. This dirt tracking it. But what he did was he heated those tires up right here, Zach. And so now he's got really slick tires on exit a turn. But man, great car control right there. My hat's off to him. Yeah, he lost a lot of spots, but dude, most folks would have wrapped that car around a telephone pole somewhere.
Absolutely. He was ice skating, and he forgot his ice skates at home.
No doubt. In the meantime, up front, Causey in first, Thrower in second, but only about a half a second behind. Hamilton and Uphold still hanging on to fourth place, believe it or not. And Berger round out your top five. Jeremy Berger only needs to finish this race, man. That's really all he needs to do, is just finish this race to gain that points lead in the point standings. But I tell you what, finishing in the top five will definitely give him some serious points coming out of this thing. Nice cushion too. In the meantime, man, Zach, I still can't get over that save by Gaccioni there, man. Wow.
That was a very impressive save indeed. You don't get much better than that. That was a Kyle Busch like save. And oh man, that was close between the 13 there and the 81.
Well, getting down to that point in the race where, 97 laps out of 134. So, yeah, look at this. They are not cutting each other any slack out there at all on track. Look at Grenade, just a little bit of a nose wiggle right there. That little nose happy, as they used to say. So, yeah, lap 98 coming to lap 99 next time by. It's that time of the race. It's time to go. It's time to, how they used to say that in the Army, poop or get off the pot.
Move or get moved.
That's it. Move or get moved. Oh, speaking of moving, who's that way down the inside right there? My goodness.
He was moving in the wrong direction.
That's the 81 car of Tyler Grenade. Again, wicked loose coming off a corner. We talked about at the top of the show how easy it is for these cars to step out on exit a corner because of the amount of bumps you see right there. And we saw that just then with the 81 car of Grenade. Again, a great save. These guys are teasing us, Zach. They're teasing us. These cars are getting wicked out of shape. You think they're going to wreck it, but no, they're going to save it just as you think they were going to lose control. Tell you what, Causey's doing what Causey's been doing all night long, man. He's got about a second and a half lead now over Hamilton and just continues to stretch that thing out, Zach.
And at this rate, by the time the checker flag flies tonight, saying we go green flag the whole time, Joseph Causey would have absolutely dominated this race. And
he's already led the men's lap, so he gets that bonus point.
Absolutely, he should win by about 7 seconds if he stays on pace.
Pretty much, yeah. As we ride along with one car of Tyler Butcher Benjamin coming off of turn number 2 here. It's one of the wider turns. Like I said, folks. What? Go ahead, Zach.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, we talked about this a little bit earlier, that this track is shaped, if you will, like Darlington, but where Darlington is A, a 1 mile track, this is a 1.5 mile track. B, Darlington has great banking turns. This track really doesn't. And C, it's a really wide track, a really, really bumpy track. As you watch these guys go down in turn 1 right here. The 49 car of Muzzatti kind of watching the battle up ahead of him with the 1 car of Butcher Benjamin and the 52 car of Peterson. Peterson's been kind of keeping himself quiet tonight there, Zach.
And Pattengale. Our producer yells Pattengale.
Oh, Pattengale's.
And he now looks like a modified.
Extensive damage on that car. Very off pace.
He's driving a 1-4 modified.
Oh, he might have had a little help here, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, wow. What was that? Oh, wow. Man, is there like an issue between those guys? If not, there is now.
That would cause one. Can we get another replay of that, Mason, by shot? I'd like to get one just...
I mean, I'm not saying that was intentional, but that was intentional.
Wow. Possibly he was trying to give him a bump draft, and maybe he didn't lock up for it.
You don't bump draft here.
Well, not somebody that's that looks like he's got 3 cylinders.
Oh, wow.
Did he even lift?
I don't think that he did. Let's not say it was intentional. Oh, yellow flag is out, and this is going to change things up drastically for this race, Zach. And the fact that this is going to enable all these guys to come down pit road and fuel up and take the last set of tires.
Yeah, everybody should pit here, no doubt. Caution. Joseph Causey? Justin Wilson?
Well, give us a second, folks. We're going to try and find out why we're under caution right here. Again, like I said, I shouldn't say that was an intentional spin on behalf of Justin Wilson getting into the back of that car a minute ago, but man, okay, so it might have been an admin thrown caution, possibly. Granat spun off a 3, okay. Oh, yep, I see it coming. I see it coming. Yeah. That almost looked like net code contact between he and that blue car, which would have sent him up in the wall. That was pretty hard contact too. Here we go, pit stops. Everybody's coming down pit road right here. We kind of knew they would, Zach.
Couldn't quite save at that time, and everybody down pit road. Line them up, change them tires, and send them back out. Come on, Luigi, get over the wall and change my tires.
You just think, oh my God.
Before Mr. Feelgood.
Somebody has watched way too many Cars movies.
We're racing for the pistol.
So I'm wondering if anybody's going to risk maybe a 2-tire stop here. Doesn't look like it. Nope.
That would be the strategy.
Oh, wait. Causey. Did he just do 2 tires? Sure, I couldn't see because somebody's car was in the way. But according to timing, it looks like he took 2 tires. Muzzatti possibly took 2 tires. Granat took 2 tires. Wow.
This makes things
interesting.
Talk about possibly costing yourself the race.
Maybe our all-knowing. Oh, look at this. Causey went fuel only, but had to readjust in his box. Also, Mario forgot to take fuel. Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. Mazzotti gains 12 spots. My goodness. Thrower lost just one. Hamilton's okay. Uphold up 7. So that's, yeah. Uphold took 4. He really does.
Wowzers. And Berger Uphold could come away a winner if this falls correctly.
Well, what I'm wondering, gosh, I really wish Causey was in this corner. I would love to pull him up into the booth, man. You know?
There's a lot of good questions we have for him.
We do have a lot of questions for him.
Joseph Causey, if you're listening somehow, please finish top 3 because we would love to ask some questions.
My goodness. Well, right now he is going to line up in the lead, but as we said, don't know if he's got any tires. Or if he does, it might just be 2. Well, folks, we're going to find out here shortly. We're going to stack this thing back up and go to green. But first, we're going to take a quick commercial break one last time. And when we come back, we will hope to bring you the last 25 laps of this race. So please stay tuned to the LSRTV production of the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series Kaiju 200 at Twin Ring Mopegi. We'll be right back.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to your home for sim racing, LSRTV, as we cover the L-TAC Tucson Cup, Sound Art Cup Series here from Twin Ring Motegi as we go back green flag with roughly 30 laps to go. Joseph Causey down in turn 1.
What happened to Mazzotti in that 49 on that restart? Not too good, as he's going to drop back to 3rd right now with Hunter Thor taking that spot away down on the inside. In the meantime, behind him, we've got some guards kind of booking a little bit there. Zach getting a little loose, went off 2.
Absolutely, they're boot scooting, as I like to say down here into turn 3. Some boys
wow,
special had to go grocery.
Thrower sent it hard. Sorry to walk on you there, man, but Thrower sent it hard into that turn, and in the meantime, down low, Mazzotti gets out of shape. So Thrower's going to be lucky to come off of that turn in 2nd place because he sent it in here hard and slid way to the outside. Gives up a lot of distance there to Hamilton now in 3rd spot. Sorry, Zach, I didn't mean to walk on you there, buddy, but I thought for a second we were going to have a pretty bad collision between 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, that looked like an absolute. Look at Hamilton. Is he looking for fuel in that race car, or is he just sideways?
I think he was just really loose coming down the back stretch right there. These tires are still cold, and he took 4 of them. So, you know, he's probably fighting a loose condition right now. I'm really surprised that Causey's able to jump out to a 1-second lead right now, but he's doing it, folks, and he's got a great little 1-second lead. In the meantime, back here, Uphold fighting with that 13 car of La Pinta down on the inside. Oh, let's see how he works this out. He's got a strong move on the outside there. He's got some 4 fresh tires on there. Buzzati right behind him. Buzzati started second on that restart. He's all the way back now to 9th, fighting with Peterson in 10th, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a very tight battle. As we come back up here to Masadi versus Peterson for 10th place. I thought we were going back to the front. This is still the 10th place battle. A single foul. Now we're back up front.
Wow. That was, yeah, I'm sorry. I just caught me off guard there. But look at this. Hamilton all over the back bumper of Hunter Thrower. I'm not sure what's going on with Thrower's car, or maybe Hamilton's just tired of waiting, and you know he does. Hey, I got 24 laps to go. I need to step my game up a little bit. But and now we go back here and watch Uphold fighting with Granat. This is Uphold versus Granat for 7th spot.
We're racing so hard that the producer doesn't know what we're going to watch yet.
Yeah, well, we don't have to worry about Causey. He's out there. He's leading. He's doing anything. So
we ain't got to focus on the leader. We just got to find the guys seconds through the rest of the field.
boy, are we going to look bad if Causey screws something up though and wrecks himself. Oh, my goodness. I hope that doesn't happen.
Masadi to the inside of Granat. Granat just spun, hit the wall pretty good. He's recovering. Uphold running in a solid 7th place. Masadi trying to get around Granat. Granat holding strong on the outside. Masadi should be able to get that pretty easily right here. He does. That's clear.
Yep, he's going to come up in front of him. Meantime, Peterson's going to take a look down low on Granat now. Peterson trying to make a move on Granat for 9th place. I'm getting an echo from somebody.
Oh, that's new.
We're kind of strung out now for the top 10. We've got just Granat and Peterson back here, 9th and 10th, battling with each other. The rest of them are all single file up there. All of them trying to catch Joseph Causey, who's up there in the lead, as he has been all night long, folks. This ain't nothing new. He's led pretty much the entire race up to this point, except for a small portion of it, where he got a little loose coming off of 2 and gave up a few spots, but now he's back up front. But I will say this, Hunter Thrower put down a really good lap time, about 2/100ths faster. It looks like there's 3 or 4 guys on track right now that are faster than Causey. Now remember, Causey, we're not sure how many, if any at all, tires he took on that last pit stop, Zach, because he was only in there for 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, if he took any tires, I'll say that was actually Luigi that came across the pit stop over the pit wall. Because
you gotta let that one go, man. You gotta oh, into the wall. Who was that up there in the wall there? Was that the Uphold? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was Uphold. He had got a little loose on exit there, but it's okay. The wall stopped him from spinning out. No.
what? Huh? What?
Huh? Gotcha. Well, in the meantime, it looks to me like Thrower's definitely reeling in Joseph Causey there. At one point, Causey had a 2-second lead about 3 laps ago. Right now, it's a 1/2 second and falling. So Thrower is definitely reeling in Causey right now. And he's not alone. Hamilton's back there, too. So I'm wondering if Causey's quote-unquote pit strategy is maybe catching up to him right now. He's led this entire race, Zach. It would be a shame to lose it because of a mistake on pit road.
Yeah, absolutely. And that could make for a very interesting end to this race, which may be what he was going for. Joseph Causey's official pit time rings in at 5.6 miles per hour, or 5.6 miles per hour. 5.6 seconds on the pit timer compared to Hunter Thrower's 15 seconds. So obviously, Hunter Thrower 4 tires. Causey, likely none. It's tires versus no tires. I feel like we saw this in real life last week at Richmond. And tires won pretty easily there.
Usually tires will. I'm just saying. Usually tires will win. It just depends on what track you're at, really. But yeah, man. In the meantime, we're gonna cycle back from the battle for the lead that's shaping up to the battle for 10th place between Granat and Stone. believe Granat had it. Stone wanted it. Stone took it. Granat's now going to fall back into the clutches of Sean Deal. I'm not sure what's going on with Tyler Granat's car. It looks like maybe he's a two-tire stop also kind of guy, or no tires, whatever it was. He was only on pit road for 7.5 seconds, so my guess is he only took 2 tires, and it's starting to show. He's just not able to hold that car down where he wanted to. And right there, he gives up another spot on track. Meantime, back up front, if you will, producer Mason Causey has given up a whole lot of ground here to Thrower. Hamilton right there behind him. See, we saw Causey earlier, folks, step out. Oh, wow, into the wall right there. Contact with the wall. That's going to let Thrower get right up on that back bumper. Oh, wow, going down into one really hard right here is Causey. Let's see if he makes it stick. It's a wide turn, so he should be okay on exit. But I tell you what, that lack of tires, Zach, is really starting to show its ugly colors right here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a combination of multiple things here. Lack of tires and the fact that Hunter Thrower and Logan Hamilton has both ran their fastest lap of the race in the last 5 laps. So they are sending it as hard as they can send it. Joseph Causey is obviously sending it. He looks like he's third tracking it out here. He's going to block the bottom from Hunter Thrower. Hey, he's saying, if you want to go around me, you can have it, but you're going to have to go on the outside. The bottom's mine.
Well, that's an old trick you used to see at Pocono, trying to break that draft up, not letting him draft up on him going down into the turns. But I tell you what, wow, right now Causey's got to be kicking himself in the pants for that, whatever happened on pit road. I don't know if he did it on purpose or a mistake or what. You know, we had somebody told us that it was originally you know, an accident, a mistake, you know. But anyway, he went fuel only, but had to readjust his boxes, is what we were told. Man, I tell you what, right there, he gives up the lead. New leader, Hunter Thrower, and that's going to drop Causey back to second. And we'll see if he can hang on a second now. He's got Hamilton all over his back bumper. And believe it or not, we've even got Berger up in this thing. We were talking about Jeremy Berger earlier. All he needed really to do was finish the race, but he wants to get up there and fight for his lead. Back to the inside is Causey. He's not getting up that lead without a fight there, Zach.
Yeah, he's saying this race is mine. I've dominated this thing, and you ain't going to run away with it yet. He's going to do everything he can to get this lead back, and that includes driving it hard down into turn 3, looking to the inside of the 83, 130.
Contact!
Whoa.
Contact! He's letting Thrower know, hey, I'm back here, and I ain't done yet. He's going to drop right along the inside of Hunter Thrower. Thrower is going to outpace him down into 1. Let's see if he tries to dive it down into 1 again like he did last lap by. He does. Causey down to the inside through 1 and 2. Let's see if he can survive the bumps right here. Wow. Look at this. Hamilton pulls up. We're right along with Hamilton on the roof cam. He's going to make himself the 3rd car in this fight for the lead. Down the inside, Causey. Oh, look at this. Wow. Thrower. Hunter throwing that 83 car, trying to draft with the 88 car down into 3 and 4 right here. Tight turn, Zach. Tight turn through 3 and 4.
The very tight turn. Logan Hamilton's going to take the outside. Jeremy Berger super sideways. That's going to bring Taylor Butcher Benjamin back in here. And now all of a sudden we have a 6-car battle for the race lead as Mario LaPinta also makes his way up through here.
We have not seen this type of fight all race long. Leave it up to Causey to bring us all awake for the last 12 laps of this race. We thought maybe Hamilton and Thrower had something for him back there, but he proves that he's got a superior driving skill. He is doing this with no tires, folks, versus their 4 tires. I am impressed, Zach.
Absolutely. And Jeremy Berger, did you see him thread the needle going into turn 3 right there? He went top to bottom on Taylor Butcher Benjamin, was looking to the inside of Logan Hamilton.
Oh,
and
look at the
big move!
Wow! Say that again, Mason. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what, he's fighting hard for that first win right now, down on the inside, coming through 1 and 2, onto the backstretch. Give it to, I can't even tell who's got it right now. Hunter Thrower on the inside, Causey on the outside. Causey with the draft help now from the 12 car of Hamilton, down through 3 and 4. This tight 3 and 4 right here, Zach. Oh, good Lord.
And after...
As we ride along with Hunter Thrower, we were riding along with Hunter Thrower for a second there. Down on the inside and outside of there, we've got Causey driving it down into 1 and 2 on the outside. This is the best place to run the outside right here, Zach, because it's a wider turn right here.
Absolutely. And after Causey moved Thrower, you have to be wondering, will Thrower move Causey back?
I guarantee you, if it's his first win, I would. Now, I'm not not saying he's going to wreck him intentionally, but if you get close enough to the back end of that car and take the air off that back spoiler, what little back spoiler they have, that car is going up the track. And oh, we got big contact between Berger and Hamilton right there. And we got, God, what a great fight. We got two great fights for Lee and for second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, believe it or not, coming into this picture. Still on the outside, Causey down through 1 and 2. Thrower down on the inside of 1 and 2. These guys have been duking it out now for a good 5-10 laps. What a race, Zach. What a race.
Absolutely, and they are still side by side. Jeremy Berger, he is loving this because now Berger's going to show up with a new pair of eyes on the battle. He's going to be able to do something here if these guys don't get something straight. Yeah, contact. Woo, Berger.
Wow, Berger with the bump saying, hi guys, guess who's here for the party? Berger, all he had to do coming in tonight, Zach, was finish this race to take the points lead. He's got his eyes on the win for the race, get max points tonight. Well, I wouldn't say max points because, I mean, let's just be honest here. Causey has stunk up the show. He led the most laps, so he'll get the bonus points for that. But in the meantime, wow, we had a little contact right there between the 83 and the 88 up front. Wow, this is just turning out to be an amazing lap, amazing race with 8 laps to go, Zach.
And you have one man battling for his first win. Oh, contact! Contact!
And look at the bump draft from the 2 car on the back of Causey. This is going to give Thor a pretty clear-cut lead as we throw a block down. Oh, he gets out.
No!
They're wrecking. Caution's out. Caution is out now. And I'm telling you what, this is huge. This is huge. I'm going to tell you why. Because that's going to give Causey a chance now to come back down pit road and get those 4 tires that he didn't get last time. Does anybody else have 4 tires left to take, though? I don't know. Here's the replay of what happened. We'll see this contact from the block thrown by Hamilton on Hunter Thrower down there. He gets out of shape, comes up and gets Uphold and the paint at the same time. Unfortunately, Uphold around it into the wall. He's going to bring out that caution right there as everybody else was able to continue on. Man, I'll tell you what, this throws a huge wrench in the finish of this race. I'm wondering, though, is Causey going to risk losing some positions to get those 4 tires, Zach? What do you think? What would you do?
Well, I would act like I'm coming to pit road, see if anybody's going to follow me down. And if it looks like they're going to, then yeah, absolutely. I'm going to pit and take 4 fresh tires here. If it looks like everybody's going to stay up, though, your hands are kind of tied and you just have to really hope that you can get a really good restart and either stay on the outside of Hunter Thrower or possibly move him again after you've already moved him one time.
And we're at lap 128 out of 134, 6 laps to go. Be 5 to go when we come back by next time. So I'm imagining we're going to go back to green. Was literally 3 laps to go, green, white, checkered. So we're going to find out here momentarily. Let's just see what happens here as we come through 3 and 4 now. This is where we'll see these guys start to maybe eyeball pit road, see if anybody's got tires left beside. We know that Causey's got some tires left, and he commits. He's there. He's on pit road. And he's not alone, but I tell you what, he's gonna lose some spots. He's gonna lose, looks like about 9-10 spots when he comes back out of the pits.
Well, it's at the point of what do you have to lose, right?
Right, yeah.
Because he knew that those tires are very worn out. He wasn't going to win the race the way he was with the previous set of tires that he had on. So he has to kind of pit and take 4 freshies and hope that we can get maybe another quick green white checkered here that would allow him to come back up through the field. But if he restarts inside the top 12 here, I'm not counting him out.
Not at all, and especially with 4 fresh tires compared to everybody else on track that, pitted 20 laps ago. So, but then there's also how to work through that traffic. I mean, these guys aren't slouches that are up ahead of him, These guys are all pretty damn good drivers in their own right and have all been right there with him. Wow, man. Now, you know who's loving this, though? Hunter Thrower. Hunter, he's gonna come out of this with the lead. He's gonna restart with the lead, with perhaps his biggest competition restarting 10th back there. So he just has to restart his life. We got Berger on the outside here. When they restart, Berger just needs to finish this race, Zach. That's all he needs to do to maintain this points lead that he's gonna come out of this thing with. But a win would give him so much more points,
Absolutely, and Hunter Thrower, he's hungry for that first win. Your hands are shaky. You've been thinking about this. throughout the season
Oh,
about
yeah.
possibly getting your first win. Your hands are shaky, adrenaline's rushing. Everything and anything that could go wrong, you are running through your head right now. The car has never drove worse than it's driving right now for Hunter Thower.
That's true. And every little noise, every little hiccup going through a turn is going to scare the hell out of him. What's going wrong now? Am I about to lose control of this car? He just needs to take a few deep breaths and just remember to hit his marks. Get off the gas when he needs to. Easy back on it. Don't just pound down on the pedal. Got to be easy through those turns. In the meantime, we're going to have a good quick top 10 rundown. So we got Hunter Thower in first, Jeremy Berger in second, Taylor Butcher Benjamin in third, Logan Hamilton fourth, Mario LaPinta fifth, Colin Stone sixth, seventh is Sean Dill, eighth is Austin Gaccioni, ninth is Anthony Muzzati, and 10th is Joseph Kazi, the guy who has really led the most laps tonight in this race. Now, the top 8 stayed out, so they've all got tires that have been on the car since lap 104 or 105. But Muzzati and Kazi and Granat, Peterson, Uphold, all these guys back here came off a pit lane with 4 tires. Well, let me scratch that. I'm sorry. Muzzati did not. Muzzati came off, I think, either with 2 or none because he only was in pit road for 8.5 seconds. But we know Kazi took 4 because he had 4 to take. So, I guess my point, Zach, is this is going to be an interesting restart to say the least.
Going to be very interesting, and going back to Hunter Thower's first win here, it does not help his case and his nerves that he has 2 to 5 of the best in the business, best in the league, I should say, battling this lined up behind of him. It's Hunter Thower 1, and then to his outside you have who's going to be your points leader after this race, Jeremy Berger, lined up P2. And then Taylor Butcher Benjamin, well, there's not much that needs to be said there. I mean, it's TBB. A lot of people around the iRacing community know Taylor Butcher for the exceptional driving he does. So, hey, if Hunter wins this race, he really earned it.
Yes, he did. I tell you what. Now, you got Hamilton back there in fourth. Hamilton's already got to win this season. Gaccioni, he's got to win this season. So, he's got so much on his mind right here on this start to get his first win. So he's just got all this to think about. But what he needs to do is just take a deep breath and put it in the back of his mind right now and just focus as we go to 3 and 4 right here. Get ready for the green flag. Focus on getting on that gas pedal without spinning the tires. Get up through the gears fast and correctly. Don't miss a gear. Don't go in the wrong gear. And then just get that thing down to 1 and 2 without losing control. He'll be okay. I think if he can get through 1 and 2, he'll be just fine. Here we go. Pace car is off. We're in the restart zone, and the green flag is out, and there he goes. But Berger does spin his tires. Thower does not, but Berger spins his tires just a little bit right there. And I'll tell you what, that could be huge for the guys behind him as we watch this fight. Now, we were talking about Kazi restarting 10th. Kazi is trying to work his way up the outside right now. Now he's 3 wide down through 3 and 4. 3 wide in the middle right there. He's got, oh goodness, somebody in the wall. He's got 16 out to his outside there. Gaccioni, oh, big checkup right there. Man, Kazi is not helping himself right here. Not helping himself at all as he got it in way too hard right there in 3 and 4. He's going to drop quite a few spots now. Not helping himself at all. We come down to 2 laps to go. Final lap, excuse me, the checkered flag. Sorry, white flag is out. Final lap for Hunter Thower. He's got 0.3 of a second over Berger. And Butcher Benjamin back there in third. Look at this. All he has to do now, he's got turn 2. Behind him. He's on the backstretch now, Zach. All he has to do is come down the backstretch, get a good entry into 3 and 4. Don't overdrive the car. Watch out for those bumps on exit as we are on the final lap coming through 3 and 4. Berger tries to make up a little bit of ground coming through the middle of 3 and 4. On exit now. Here we go. Off of 4 for the last time. It's going to be Hunter Thower down to the checkered flag. Berger second, Butcher Benjamin third, Hamilton fourth, Stone fifth, Gaccioni sixth, LaPinta seventh, Muzzati eighth, ninth is Granat, Deal in 10th, and I don't know what happened to Kazi, but he dropped all the way to 13th. Wow. Congratulations to Hunter Thower. His first victory here at the L-TAC Cup Series, Zach. What a race.
Absolutely astonishing race, astonishing finish, and that, folks, is why you need to tune in every Friday night to the Tucson Sounds Art Cup Series here on LSRTV. That was amazing.
as right now Hunter Thor is getting congratulations from everybody in the field on getting his first win. That young man has got to be stoked. He's got to be happy, and he's got to feel good right now. Look at all this respect he's getting from all these guys on track. Now, folks, I know it looks like they're trying to kill him out there, but that is how racers and sim racing say, hey, man, well done. They beat and they bang on you, and they spit out in front of you and just, you know, say congratulations, man. That's awesome. I feel good for that young man.
And he beat two of the best in the business, as I touched on, to do that. I mean, there's nothing but respect for Jeremy Berger and Taylor Butcher Benjamin. That is two of the cleanest drivers he will ever race against. Two of the hardest drivers to beat, and Hunter Thor just showed him how it was done. So,
yes, he did. And I tell you what, my heart breaks for Joseph Causey, though.
Yes.
Led the most laps tonight. Really had this thing figured out, it seemed. And I mean, I really wish he was in Discord, because I'd like to ask him what happened on that pit stop. Was it planned? Was it an accident? I mean, what happened there? Because to me, that's really where he lost the race, was that second to last pit stop, Zach.
It's questionable why he didn't take tires, unless he was expecting other people not to take tires as well. But we can't overlook the positives that came out tonight for Joseph Causey. He showed up, he dominated the race. Even after not taking tires, he still led and looked to be faster than everybody for, what, a solid 10-15 laps after the restart. So Joseph Causey, definitely a very fast race car tonight. It's just not the finish at all that he deserved tonight. That 13th place finish probably should have been first through third.
Yeah, somewhere in there. But hey, them's the breaks, as they say. In the meantime, we got this young guy, Hunter Thor, making his first victory here. He's doing a Polish victory lap. We first saw that with the late, great Alan Kowicki back in the early 90s. Alan Kowicki was one of the first driver owners to win a championship in the Cup Series. And this was kind of his way of saying thanks to the fans. And in the years since his death, a lot of drivers have done it, Zach. It's always a great thing to see on track. It's a way for the drivers to give back to the fans. It actually puts them closer to the fans because they're driving backwards. Therefore, their car window is right there, and then you can look the fans straight in the eyes, man. But we're going to give you guys a quick rundown of the final results here of the race. And when we do that, after we do that, we're going to step aside for a few minutes and come back with some post-race stuff. But here we go. Feature results. Hunter Thor in first with his first victory here in the L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Cup Series. Jeremy Berger second. Taylor Butcher Benjamin third. Logan Hamilton fourth. Colin Stone fifth. Austin Gaccioni sixth. Mario Lapinta seventh. Anthony Buzzati eighth. Tyler Gradot ninth. And Sean Dill rounds out your top 10 there, Zach.
Yes, Graham Peterson comes home P11, Berger Uphold P12, Joseph Causey with a P13 after a heartbreaking last couple laps, Jeff Brogdon P14, Stefan Purcell P15, and Robert Pattengale rounds out your top 16. 16 laps down goes to Justin Wilson in P17. Frank Flores III retired early after 66 laps down. He comes home P18, and Ryan Dingler did not start the race.
Oh, well, folks, you've been watching the Kaiju 200 from Twin Wings Motegi for the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series here at L-TAC. Tucson Sound Art introduces an entirely new and enjoyable way to listen to the music in your home. Uploading and making your own images and pictures into sound art is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Everyone who looks at the picture will wonder where the great sound is coming from. A single charge will last days and give you the ability to go truly wireless with no power cables. Sound art looks good in any room in the house, from the front room to the back room. The speakers are powered by batteries and receive audio via a Bluetooth connection, meaning nobody will even know that the art they're looking at is actually producing the sound they're hearing. Tucson Sound Art specializes in creating custom artwork from your personal artwork and photos. You can also choose images from their expansive collection of high-quality photos. It's the perfect gift for friends, family, and business associates. To learn more, please visit www.tucsonsoundart.com. That's www.tucsonsoundart.com. Folks, we're going to step away for a second, catch our breath, wet our whistles, and when we come back, we'll get you some post-race interviews and our final thoughts from here at Twin Rings Motegi. Please stay tuned to LSRTV's production of the Tucson Sound Art Kaiju 200. We'll be right back.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
And we're back, and as promised, we've got some interviews. Unfortunately, we don't have the third place finisher, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, for you. So we're going to start this thing off with the second place driver, a guy by the name of Jeremy Berger. No, I'm kidding, Jeremy Berger. Jeremy, this is John up in the booth, man. You got me?
Yeah.
Well, buddy, congratulations on taking the points lead out of this race tonight. All you had to do was finish the race, but it looked to me like you weren't content to just finish this thing, man. It looked like you had your eyes on the prize right there. Talk to me about your race, man.
Yeah, so last year when we came here, I know it was a different car, but I hated it. It was probably my worst race of the season. Didn't even finish it. But this year, I just wanted to do better than that, which is just finish. And turns out, started to get things going in the right direction there towards the end of the race and came home one spot short. But to be perfectly honest, I'm fine with that.
Absolutely, and 64 race losing streak for you. That extends to 65 now. How do you feel about your chances going in next week? And do you see you breaking that streak here soon?
Honestly, I don't know because I have no clue where we're going next week. But I call myself the Matt Crafton of L-TAC. Can barely win, but I'm pretty dang decent.
Oh, wow. Rockingham is your next stop on the schedule, by the way, Jeremy. How do you feel about Rockingham, buddy?
Pretty cool. It's pretty rocky, huh? No, bumpy.
Oh. Yeah, well, I was going to say, if you think you had your hands full tonight with bumps, wait till you get to Rockingham next week.
Yeah.
Great run tonight for you, though, Jeremy. Do you have anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
My teammate, my teammate, Logan Hamilton, he was bounced back pretty good from his little mishap he had earlier in the race. And Elite Performance Industries, if you're looking to get some open setups, I know we're a fixed setup league, but they build some bad fast setups for asphalt oval and dirt oval and even more than that. So, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. That, folks, is your second place driver, Jeremy Berger. And he came into this race. All he needed to do, Zach, was finish it to get the points lead. He does better than that. Gets into a second place run, which is really going to help him pad some points up there since the other two guys didn't even bother to show up tonight. And I have been told that we have found our third place driver, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. So we're going to have a word with him next. Taylor, this is John up in the booth, buddy. You got me?
Yep, I sure do.
Well, my friend, you had how should I put this? An interesting race tonight. We saw you rubbing some fenders with some walls there. We saw you getting out of shape a few times, but in the end, man, you brought this thing home third place. Talk to me about that third place run.
Yeah, very adventurous, like you say. I was fortunate to even get the race because my computer had a little issue there at the start, and I had to start from pit road. But luckily was able to get a caution early and work my way through the field, and keep it out of trouble for the most part. I had a little major slide off turn 2, which make me had to go to the back again and have to charge up through there. But just good to be around at the finish, and that that battle at the end was something else. I was kind of just trying to bide my time until I had ended up making that move on Logan, and ended up that wreck happened. But yeah, luckily to come on with a P3, and especially after a long layoff, and hopefully if I'm able to race next week at Rockingham, I finished second there last year and came really close, so I think I got a shot at it if I'm able to make it.
Yeah, absolutely. You touched on the end of that race. Did you think going into that final restart that you may have had a shot at it, or did you kind of settle for third place before the white flag?
I thought I had a shot at it, but I just kind of was a little struggling on the restarts all night long, and thought I got a decent one, but Jeremy was able to get down in front of me. And of course, even in these cars, the dirty air just kind of messes stuff up. But luckily, was able to get through everything clean and bring it on P3, which I'm pretty satisfied with that finish.
Well, Taylor, man, it was fun to watch you. I mean, you said it was a little slide, brother. That was a little slide, but I was really impressed with the way that you caught that car at that incident. Well, you have anybody you want to give a shout out to for the finish of your race, man?
Well, first, thank Penn State Monalto for, I'm a student there, and it's always I'm racing from my dorm, so good that they provide enough stable internet for me to do that. Thanks to Ryder Strauss for Drew Springer at RCS Racing. I know they weren't here tonight, but always in spirit, of course. And I also, Ryder just celebrated a birthday a few days ago, so happy late birthday to him. And of course, thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast, and thank everybody else in the race for the most part, keeping it clean out there.
Well, Taylor, thank you so much for your time, folks. That's Taylor Butcher Benjamin, the third place driver tonight, finishing third. Had, like I said, a very adventurous race. Taylor, again, thank you for your time, my friend.
Yep, thank you guys.
And that is going to bring us, last but certainly not least, to tonight's victor, Hunter Thrower in the 83 car for his first victory here at the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series. Hunter, this is John up in the booth, buddy. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, my friend, on that first victory. How's it feel?
Pretty special. My birthday was yesterday, so this is a pretty good one.
Well, happy belated birthday to you, man. I'm going to just say this off the top of my head. I mean everybody up here in the booth, thought Causey was going to walk away with this race, but some late race cautions, those last two cautions seemed to doom him to the finish that we saw there. What were you thinking as we came down to that last restart when you saw that you really had a chance of the victory here?
Well, leading up to that final restart, I noticed that he was stacking everything up. We were keeping up, and I was like, there's something up. And then when I found out he didn't take tires, that kind of made my decision there. Like, yeah, he was a little bit slower, but when I saw him come down pit road for that final restart, I was like, he's giving this race away. He's giving the win away, because he was faster than us all night tonight and just wasn't able to keep up. But in the end, just miracles happen, I guess.
Miracles do happen, and I wouldn't call it necessarily a miracle. You had some very fast laps at the beginning of this one and throughout it. Man, did you think on that last... Let's go to that last restart. What was going through your head as you were coming to that restart box, knowing that you were going for your first career win, and how confident were you in your ability to hold off the guys behind you?
It was a little sketchy coming there, but I knew if I got a good launch, which I thankfully did, I would be able to pull away. And I know, like Jeremy, who started beside me, like I had the drivers around me were pretty clean, so I knew I was going to have some good racing, but was able to get the good start. And I had some hiccups during the race where I would like overshoot one or two of the corners, especially going into turn 3. But thankfully, I hit my marks perfectly and was able to walk away with it.
I'll tell you what, it was not a boring race at all. I mean, it got a little slow somewhere in there, but you guys, man, that last, I'd say 10, 15 laps was just outstanding driving on all you guys. Do you have anybody you want to thank for your first victory here tonight at the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series?
Yep. I want to thank L-TAC for hosting this event, back at Badger Racing for bringing a good Chevy Camaro ZL1 to the track and having some surprising speed, and was able to walk away with it.
Well, there you go, folks. That's your victor tonight, Hunter Thrower in the 83 car. Tell you, man, he was looking great tonight. Nobody was looking as strong as who we thought was going to win this thing, but Hunter was able to pull it together and really finish out tonight strong with his first victory here at the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series for L-TAC. Hunter, thank you for your time, my friend. Go home and enjoy this victory. Pop open a cold one, man.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
You too, sir. Thank you. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Man, what a race, Zach. It was definitely more than I thought it was going to be. I'm not a fan of this track, to be honest with you. I'm just really not. And we thought that these guys were going to have their hands full with the bumps, but they really didn't. The bumps caused some issues throughout the night. But, I mean, overall, Zach, wouldn't you agree that we saw a great race and some great car control from these guys?
Absolutely phenomenal race. Amazing car control. Like you said, John, these guys put on a show for us to watch tonight from flag to flag, especially that last 20 laps. Gosh, I still haven't caught my breath, still out of breath. Absolutely amazing finish, and I cannot wait to see what these guys can do at Rockingham next Friday night.
Absolutely. I tell you what, Rockingham is just about as bumpy, if not maybe even bumpier than what we saw tonight here in Motegi. And I used to love Rockingham, but I have taken some laps in the Next Gen Cup car at Rockingham, and I do not envy these guys their race next week. It's going to be interesting to watch how these guys thread their way through the bumps here at Rockingham next week. But in the meantime, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight here at the Twin Rings Motegi. I tell you what, folks, I love this race. I love watching these guys here at L-TAC. It was awesome. If you want to jump in on the fun, make sure you look up their Truck Series page over on iRacing.com. They are looking for some drivers in the Wednesday Night Truck Series. If you do good enough in that series, you might just get an invite to the Cup Series that you watch tonight. And wouldn't that be cool, these guys, and trade some paint with them? I tell you, Zach, if there was a Heartbreak of the Race award, I would have to, hands down, give that to Joseph Causey. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. That definitely goes to Joseph Causey. Dominated the race tonight in just a unfortunate circumstance. That last couple of restarts. So definitely heartbreak of the race. But yeah, I have a feeling we'll be seeing him in victory lane here very soon.
I'm sure we will. I'm absolutely sure. And for that, Jeremy Berger, I mean, this guy's been knocking on the door of his first, well, not his first victory, but his first victory in 64, 65 races. So, we got a long losing streak in him that he's looking to end, possibly could come next week at Rockham. We'll see. Well, folks, I'm so glad you showed up tonight to watch us put this production on. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page and get your notifications set up. That way you'll know when we go live each and every week, and you get to partake in this as often as we do. My name is John Muschin Jr. For Zachary Taylor up here in the booth with me, Mason Heimbaugh down in the production trailer, bringing you these awesome images you watch tonight. We are LSRTV. Thank you so much for showing up. We'll see you next week. God bless and good night.